Aries, welcome in to your April general read. We'll get some guidance and messages for you Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aries out there. And Aries, April is your birthday, so happy birthday. I'm starting with you. You are the first April read. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Knowing that you are here, though, there is something for you here, definitely, because you were guided to watch this. So we'll just tap in and get some general information guidance. It can go all sorts of ways. Sometimes it reads really in the love department, sometimes more maybe work, career, abundance, or just some general information. So we'll see what unfolds for you. So April 2024. Again, readings never, even though we're, right now specifically talking about April 2024, if you come across this reading again at some other time, there's a reason. So there may be a message that you need to hear at whatever time you come across this. So I'm going to start with my Sacred Travel Oracle deck by Denise Lynn for you. Uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Ooh, dragon. Stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. Traveling lightly. Simplify your life. So the first thing I notice here with these two cards, the dragon and the stepping into power, it's like it's like you're searching for something. It's like he's in the night, it's dark out, and he has his lantern. And what I'm getting is your inner kind of intuition is the lantern, and you're kind of feeling a little lost, but you're kind of searching for something here. But what you're not seeing is he's not seeing that there's some sort of treasure right there, right behind him. And behind this, again, whatever you're searching for or feeling lost amidst, there's something really important about this and will provide a lot of, again, treasure can be a lot of things. It can be wisdom. It can be about something physical, like uncovering some sort of abundance that's right there. If you're searching for something or been working towards something, definitely I feel like it's right there and you're about to uncover it. And again, it's almost like he's on a journey. And then there's the traveling lightly card. So as part of this journey, I feel like part of kind of the darkness, if you will, feeling lost, I feel like there's a lot of like complexities, or you're complicating things, and there's a lot. It's like once you simplify and just relinquish, to me it's like this overthinking too. And as part of this process, it's like you need to just simplify everything. I'm getting like literally everything. I feel like there's some over complexities with everything in your life. It could be work, there's so much with work and stress and, potentially kids and family, or just projects that you're working on. And it's like time to really like go down to basics is what I'm hearing. And it's almost when you kind of cut through all this stuff, you don't need to do all this stuff. I feel like you think you need to. Like, what I'm picking up on is like a lot of times, especially here in the US, or just, the way life is today, we have to have all these activities and projects and work and like activities or things we need to do, you know, and schedules. And it's like, we don't need all that stuff. And it's something like, especially in the US culture, we kind of think, well, this is like the norm and this is what normal people's lives look like. And if we really cut out all of that, then then we don't really fit into the mold. But that's where I feel like you actually gain more out of life when you simplify and cut things out. So let's pull some tarot for you. There's definitely something you have to simplify. Simplifying your life to me is really big for the month of April. Again, I feel like you felt a little lost amidst all of this, feeling a little in the dark, feeling like you're trying to find some meaning and kind of get yourself out of this like space you're in. And April's the time to do that. Two of Wands, Ace of Cups, Empress, oh, Justice, Hermit, Ace of Swords. So the Truth. And then you gain a lot of wisdom from this and you're gaining a lot of value. So this Treasure here, there's something of big value here. And there may need to be some conversation about it with maybe a partner or spouse, Queen of Pentacles, and Temperance. And we're just going to keep going here. Knight of Cups. There's the Treasure Cup. It's like the Holy Grail there. Someone's like, it's like they found the Holy Grail and they're offering that to you. So I feel like there has to be a conscious decision. Two of Wands, Ace of Cups. A conscious decision for a new beginning. But it's really a decision that's really something that you need to focus on what's really emotionally fulfilling for you. It's like really deciding what is it that really fills me up and what is the stuff that doesn't. So if something doesn't fill you up and you're putting a lot of effort or time or doing something, it's like, don't do it. Making the choice. And again, Empress here and Justice. It's like making a choice to do what's completely and utterly right for you, and like really standing, I'm going to say divine feminine here. That could relate to both male and female, so gender doesn't matter. It's about like divine feminine energy, which we all have both, whether we're male or female, but it's really about like connecting to your intuition, connecting to your emotions, to your feels, and really doing and following what your intuition is telling you. You have the guy here with the lantern, and then you also have got the Hermit. So yes, it's really about like finally gaining some internal wisdom. And you're really coming into awareness about something. And when you make that decision, it's like life all of a sudden, justice. It's like things harmonize and balance. And then it's like, you know your truth. So it's like you got to feel into what's right for you, into your intuition. And then you have your truth and stand in your truth. And this could also be about speaking your truth and like cutting out what doesn't work for you anymore, which creates a new beginning here. And it's like cutting out what's not of value to you. Like what's really adding value to your lives and what's not. And is it just something you do because you think you have to, but in the end it just ends up wearing you down more or causing more stress. And then too, there's there is some sort of communication or speaking your truth to somebody, this Queen of Pentacles. This could also be about speaking your truth, but doing what's nurturing for you, and taking the time to nurture yourself. And then it's like, again, I feel like as you process this, it's like more love comes in your life. There's an offer there. And it's like more connecting to your feels. So when you connect to your feels more and doing what's nurturing for you and doing what's more loving to yourself, you have more love to give. But you also are receptive to receive more love. So if there's something too with relationships and they've kind of maybe, there's so much, again, like your life's over complex, like that's a block to potentially like the spark in your relationships, and just losing the spark, and doing things, you know, being able to take some more time out to focus on the relationship and have date nights and things like that. It's like choosing love, but what's loving to the self, because what's loving for yourself essentially is going to end up being more loving for everyone in your life. And it's going to impact everyone. So let's see, a couple more. So, King of Pentacles. So we have the King and Queen, 10 of Cups. Wow. Knight of Pentacles. So I definitely feel like there is a relationship tied to this for those of you. And I feel like, again, there's a big focus on, like, because the King and Queen of Pentacles are more focused on the external world, like what that looks like, the house, and, you know, the money and the finances and the work, and like maintaining that stability in life. And it's what that looks like externally to you. It's about stability that is created by, again, how much money you have, what kind of job you have, and needing all those things, like what's on paper. And I feel like there's too much of a focus on that. And there's something about defining, like, what is this 10 of Cups for you? And this, what I feel like up until now that you've defined as the 10 of Cups, you're standing here with all these things, like the house and the home and the money, and the relationship, but you're kind of feeling like, I want more than this. And it's because there's too much focus on the external, and again, what that appears to look like based on, again, like what our cultures and society say. Hey, when you realize all of these things on this checklist, you're going to be happy. But I think we do that unconsciously and follow that, and are guided by our families and our society and our peers, and then we think we're going to get there, and it's like, wait, this isn't, you know. And to me, with this Knight of Pentacles, it's kind of like, what next? Because it's like, I reached the top of the mountain, but I'm like not there yet. Like, this isn't where I want to be. But so for some of you, that's the message here. For some of you, I think you're still trying to build that, and it's been a slow go, and you're like, am I going to get there? And it's interesting how I said too with the Oracle cards, like this guy, it's like the treasure is behind him and he's not seeing it. But then with here too, with the Knight of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, like he's focused on like ahead, but it's like he's not seeing the 10 of Cups behind him. And it's like, again, he's like trying to build this, and like the treasure to him, or this 10 of Cups, is like, he has this definition of what it is, like that pentacle he's holding, but in reality, the treasure is like, he's kind of blinded to it, but it's right there. So I'm just going to let's get one. So what is this Ten of Pentacles? Like, what is truly the treasure here? Maybe we're clarifying this Oracle treasure card. Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's like you trying to attain that it's been a burden. It's like you're trying to get to acquire the Ten of Cups and that treasure, whatever you think it is, but this journey's been, you know, it's been a burden. It's been more of a burden to try and get something. And really the process should be joyful. And that's where the true treasure is. It's in the process, not, well, if I work my ass off for 10 years and, you know, then I'll get my treasure or my Ten of Cups. And that's not the truth. And that's not traveling lightly here. This guy is not traveling lightly. He's carrying a lot of baggage for a lot of people, and he believes that he has to carry all this forward to the destination, and that's not the case. So let's get the Knight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, and the Fool. Yeah, and it's about really building something together. There's something about building it with other people and allowing other people to support and help you as well. But there's definitely something you're trying to build together with somebody, or maybe you have built something with somebody, and again, it's like, wait, like, we're here, we think this is what's defined as the Ten of Cups, but we're not feeling like, we're not happy here. And there's something about, like, almost like the Fool, like, hey, you know, maybe we're here, but none of this is making us happy, so let's just be the Fool and, like, not saying you're gonna let it all go, but it's time to simplify. And maybe part of you being able to really be happy and what is your bliss means that you have to, like, take a leap of faith, and maybe you do have to, maybe you want to sell some things or just move, or it's like all of a sudden it's like, hey, let's do something spontaneous and drastic because where we're at isn't doing it for us. And it's like really being able to, like, authentically stand in that truth. And sometimes, like, being in that truth and standing up to other people too, like family or just your society, of like, hey, it can be difficult and you might get other people's input and pushback, but all right, Aries, interesting. April's a time to really simplify. Maybe that's the spring cleaning, but in a really bigger way, like not just cleaning your house, but really like clearing out like anything that's not making you happy anymore. If you're living in the huge house, and again, the burden of like the cost it takes to pay for that, it's like maybe we need to simplify and get a smaller house, and maybe that really will make everyone happier. So all right, let's go head over to the extended. In the extended, let's look at the outcome after, like, this Fool is, once we kind of take this leap of faith. Let's tap it. We'll tap into the signs, and we have Libra, Taurus, Virgo. Libra, Taurus, Virgo. We do have the earth energy here with the King and Queen, so maybe we'll tap into the earth signs, which we're already doing Taurus and Virgo. We'll tap into Capricorn too. And then we'll get a timing card on this to see kind of when this shift happens, and maybe just get a general just piece of advice about this situation for you. So Aries, I will see you over there.